You live in a salad, and so do you. Well, I'm gonna go around you here. Is that okay? I know that's your bridge, but I'm gonna walk over top of you. Sorry, man. Good morning. We are heading north out of Troutville, and I'm starting really late today because I stayed in the Super 8 last night and to get away from the heat. But I just hate getting up at 6 in the morning when you got a bed and air conditioning and free food. For the first time in 750 miles or so, I got stung by a bee right on my arm. So can't really see much now. It's kind of red. But we'll see, we'll see what happens. Last time I got stung this summer at home, it swelled up really huge. So fingers crossed. Rock slide. Now, 5 minutes in, and it's starting to get that round swelling mark. It's kind of funny how the trail changes from like one side of a road crossing to the other. And coming up out of Troutville, heading north, this section's, it's been nice most of the way. So pretty excited. I mean, I'm keeping a walking pace almost the entire time. It's well maintained. Anyway, just an observation. So just a little bee sting explanation, I guess. When I get stung, I don't get hives or shock or any of that kind of crazy stuff. But I do swell up a lot. So we'll see how this pans out. I say it's an owl. What do you think? So we made it to the Full Heart Knob Shelter. So this looks pretty nice. Let's take a look around. So this shelter is up on the top of the hill and I got a nice breeze blowing. It feels good today. I'm sure in the spring it wouldn't be too nice, but we have a nice picnic table, a fire ring with a grill. I noticed the last couple of shelters had grills. So that's nice for people that need them. We have a privy right back behind the shelter. And I've heard that some of these shelters have a cistern where it collects water, but these are padlocked. Empty. Correction, I saw the water dripping, so there is, let it run, there is water. And here's something I want to share. I mentioned before that I go up the fire towers when I see them because I've seen foundations for fire towers, but the towers are gone because obviously they're not being used anymore and they don't want people crawling up and getting hurt. But this is one of those foundations, and the tower I'm sure has been gone for a long time because these trees have grown up in the middle of where the tower was. So a part of our lost history. I know I've said this 100 times before, but I love walking on these old walking roads. Well, I can guarantee you can't cross this part of the road with a vehicle. There's a gate in the way. It looks like this is a trail that heads down to that Salt Pond Road. Clearly not passable by car. So on we go. And interestingly, I think that bee sting got my adrenaline going because I realized I'm just flying down the trail all of a sudden. Just in case anybody's interested, we are crossing Salt Pond Road and it appears that it's passable by truck, and I suspect that the forest rangers use it, but it is not passable by car because there's a gate on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'll put a picture, I saw the gate, and I'll put a picture of the gate in here. So don't plan on driving up Salt Pond Road. Update, the bee sting is turning red and spreading. Bee sting update, it's been about an hour and a half. It is swelling and spreading out, so I think it's going to swell. Interesting, this is a collier's pit where they made charcoal to melt the iron out of the iron ore. So when you find something like that collier's pit or any kind of structure along the trail, a foundation or anything like that, you can figure out that there's a squirrel. You can figure out that there was probably a road that came up here at one point. So sometimes we're walking on those roads, sometimes we're not. One more thing on the iron. It's a piece of rock, but it's clearly iron ore. And you can tell when I walk through certain sections where the ground's pretty a brownish red for the most part. And those are the places where they mined. I just went through the Wilson Creek shelter. Usually I like to kind of walk around and explore a bit, but somebody was sleeping in a tent. It's 10 o'clock. Somebody was still asleep in a tent, and he poked his head out and gave me the evil eye, so I just kind of took a quick picture and moved on. We are moving north and we're going in what it looks like the Blue Ridge Parkway section. As you'll see, the Appalachian Trail begins to crisscross the Blue Ridge Parkway as we head north towards Waynesboro, Virginia, and the Shenandoah National Park. You know, there are some places on the trail that are just picturesque. Actually, a lot of them. So I really wish the whole trail was just like this. I'm going to share another observation. I'm walking along the Blue Ridge Parkway right now, and some people think it's just not remote enough or something because it's running beside a road. Honestly, I really love it because you get lots of views. The trail's nice, relaxing, and not too crazy. So I don't see why it has to be hard. I mean, you can go out for a hike. It can just be enjoyable. So anyway, I love walking along the Blue Ridge Parkway. I love the logging roads. Okay, something definitely comes in and out of there. And I'm not gonna go look. I'm just gonna scurry on by. I almost forgot, I want to give a quick update on the bee sting situation. So it was 2 days ago when I got stung. Yesterday, my left forearm swelled up noticeably bigger than my other arm. But today it's better. It's still a little bit swollen, but for the most part it's over with, which makes me happy. So I didn't shoot any pictures yesterday. And it kind of hurt, and the joints kind of hurt. But anyway, I was afraid it was going to bother me for a week, but it's not. That's the Blue Ridge Parkway. Not sure what it is, but I heard him hissing at me. He looks grumpy. I think I'm gonna pick him up and give him a hug. Come here, little guy. And a word to the wise, don't pet the snakes. Do not pet the snakes. Trust me on this one. There is our view of the James River. We are crossing Mills Gap, and the interesting thing is we have a view on both sides of the road. We have reached Route 43. It's the road that crosses right up here at the Blue Ridge Parkway and the Appalachian Trail. So I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm gonna head into a hostel, have a relaxing evening, and sleep in a bed. So thanks for coming along. I'll take you with me next time. Thanks.